Welcome back. So before the break, we showed you some awesome decoration ideas for a Tony Awards themed party. And now we're taking on the Big Apple and learning how to make this for ourselves.
All right, so we have Shari here again. Where do we get started with something?
Okay, so this is actually a fresh floral centerpiece, and I use 2 different size carnations that are here in my baskets. And these are the stems for the apple. So basically the way it starts is structural. So you take 2 half foam balls that are carvable foam.
Okay.
And so, and I'm gonna hand you these. These are just barbecue skewers, basic barbecue skewers. But I have them marked where we are gonna actually break them off because they're too long as is. So we're breaking them off. That's the first thing. Okay. And then we are going to make a ball from our half, yes. So that's how it starts, is actually as a ball. And you want to take your skewers and put them in on an angle.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that, which I'll tell you in a minute. So you put them in on an angle, so we have a ball. Okay, so that's how it starts. This is actually the finished mold that we want to have. So that's what we're working towards. So now we have a ball. You should each have a knife. So I'm going to get started and just kind of show you, and then we'll complete that one. But you keep the ball on the top, and from the middle to the bottom, you really just start carving. So, you know, an apple really narrows, right? And so if you look at that shape, it's bigger on the top, a little bit smaller on the bottom. And the other way I did that is I used the 2 different size carnations. So I'm going to show you. So I start with the bigger carnations on the top. And then, so while you're doing that, we'll move on to that one in a second. I just want to show you that on the top where the stem is, we just sort of carve out a circle. Okay. And so I'm just using like a spoon, a serrated spoon that I eat my grapefruit with. Okay, so we move on to this. So you can keep working and carving if you want. But once you have done all of that, and we've carved, and we get to this.
And then how are we just sticking these in?
So what we're gonna do is these are actually stems that I cut from real roses, and it makes our apple stem. So I'm gonna start and stick that in there, okay? And then we're gonna start with the big, so I'm gonna move this one, Heather, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put around the top all of the bigger carnations. Okay. So the smaller ones are make the shape a little more subtle, so they'll go in there. But the other thing is, if you start on the top, I work on the bottom because as we're going, we want it to get smaller. So as the apple is getting smaller, we need to use the smaller carnations. So really, it's very, very few. It's easy. It's easy, right? Yeah. There's not a lot of materials. You just need the half styrofoam balls, and they're about 8 inches, and they come as halves. You need the barbecue skewers. You need stems from, you could cut them off of a tree even. And 2 different size carnations. Beautiful. And so ultimately it makes the Big Apple. So how to get to Broadway, Subway.
And the signs are so great too.
So great. Awesome stuff.
You're just so creative and wonderful.
I know, look at us. And we're like true crafters. As always, I want to thank you so much for your wonderful decoration ideas, Shari. This is perfect.
And for more party and event inspiration from Shari Zatman, go to our website, PittsburghTodayLive.com. We have a link to her Instagram page. You want to follow it, and her website right there.